So we've got a bunch of events, but we do have a news update, a quick news update.
Well, before we do that, though,
I jump the gun?
You did, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you did.
Man.
We go through a lot on these events, and some people have involved email addresses and websites, but don't stress about it because we'll give you all that in our show notes. So remember, all info and links are available on the website and via email each week. You get that email, you get all the information, you get the show notes by entering our giveaway at LancasterConnects.com. There you can subscribe to the weekly email update and get all the information that we send out. So you have all of this great stuff. It'll be all clickable links in the show notes, the full recap of the episode, some clips of the episode, so you can get just what you want when you want it.
LancasterConnects.com.
Lancaster Connect. Yeah, the most important part. LancasterConnects.com.
I'm here for something.
Yeah. Well, when it's red on the screen, the script monkey can't think. But when it's green, hey, everything's good.
That's right. Green means go, though.
Green means go. Let's do the events. You go first.
We got an update, news update. The Regal movie theater, and probably all theaters across Lancaster County and other places. Regal Movie Theaters is reopening in the Lebanon Valley Mall on May 21st. They're just up Route 72, north of Mannheim, 2200 Lebanon Valley Mall Road in Lebanon. So good to see theaters. I saw in the Lancaster newspaper, the Fulton Theater is opening up, which is fantastic. I'm sure Sight and Sound, American Music Theater, all the places that couldn't host entertainment in the last year, plus they're opening up, which is fantastic to see.
A little more locally, we probably should plug Penncinema there by the airport. I'm sure you can check them out, see what they're up to. But yeah, it's good to start to return to some normalcy here. Pop-up book up. Book it up.
Put that on the blooper reel.
Wasn't that a thing in elementary?
Book it.
Book it was the thing.
I loved that.
Yeah.
They actually did it. So I'm sorry to sidetrack. But yeah, Pizza Hut, my daughter, when she was in Penn Manor School District, they did Book It. This was just like 5 years ago. So we got Pizza Hut certificates and went to Pizza Hut. Felt like 1985.
It did. I'm sure it was like a time warp.
It was. It actually was.
So anyway, pop-up book sale. Friday, May 21st, 10 to 5, there'll be a pop-up book sale held outdoors at the Ephrata Public Library. We had Penny Talbert on the show last week. Great things the library is doing. All proceeds benefit the library, and the event is sponsored by JD's Pizza. 550 South Reading Road in Ephrata is where the library is located. You can go to EphrataPublicLibrary.org for info and more events. And JD's Pizza, since they're helping out, their website, jdspazopizza.com.
Music Friday in Lancaster City is the third Friday of the month, Music Friday, from May 21st through the month of September. The City of Lancaster and Music for Everyone will host Music Friday event series. This year, due to COVID, the music is going to be on mobile music trucks that will make their way across town, bringing music to downtown and your neighborhood. That's pretty cool. You can follow Music for Everyone on Facebook at MFE Lancaster, and their website is musicforeveryone.org.
That is a very cool tweak. I like to say the last 15 months has given people in your personal life, if you're in a business, own a business, work somewhere, you can either make excuses or you can level up. That is a fantastic level
pretty cool.
up. Music on trucks going around town, that's pretty darn cool. I've seen instances of people, and it was actually, I guess, as I was going around downtown to buy gift cards, there was somebody set up shop playing music, just a little powered speaker. I know grocery shopping back May, June of last year, April, May, my local grocery store, there was a gentleman playing the keyboards, just rocking out. It put smiles on people's faces. Music is great, and that's pretty awesome. Congrats to anybody involved with that. That's very smart. I like it. Strasburg Rail Road, the return of an American icon, May 21st. Norfolk Western Class J 611 Steam Locomotive will run the rails at the historic Strasburg Rail Road. That's, of course, in our beautiful countryside here of Amish country. Join them for the summer excursion rides, in-cab experiences, cab tours, and more. Dates available through October 2nd, Strasburg StrasburgRailroad.com. And of course, that's 301 Gap Road in Ronks is the official address.
We have an official opening day for the Classy Crab, not to be confused with the Krusty Krab from SpongeBob.
No. Classy.
Yeah.
Classy. Yeah.
Classy Crab. They have their official opening day for the 2021 season. That will be May 21st at 10 a.m. Classy Crab offers high-quality, fresh, live, or steamed blue crabs at an affordable price. They are located at 3 Ruby Street in Lancaster, and you can find more information about them. And they're opening at theclassycrab.com. Are you a crab guy?
I like crab. Mm-hmm. I don't like, personally, I think it's a lot of work to eat.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I like crab a lot.
Good.
The big guy likes crab. Yeah.
You know my preference for land mammals versus sea creatures. But
I do.
I like a crab cake. Can't say I've ever done the crab experience, like
The whole cracking and
so
thing.
maybe
You spread out the sheet on the picnic table and just mess it up. That's awesome.
Maybe I got to give it a try.
It's fun. Yep. Listen, if you're in Lancaster and on the end of the day, May 21st, you say, today was kind of a boring day. I didn't do much. Your fault. Tons of great events going on. On May 26th now, Lancaster History Museum is reopening. All Lancaster History, I'm sorry. Let me restart that. Lancaster History Museum is reopening on May 26th. At the museum, you'll learn about Lancaster County. It's 300 years of fascinating history, from the extraordinary lives of the 15th U.S. President James Buchanan and abolitionist Congressman Thaddeus Stevens, to the struggles and triumphs of ordinary Americans. The campus of history has stories, exhibitions, learning opportunities for every visitor. Purchase your tickets today for tours, exhibitions, programs, and more. Website, lancasterhistory.org, 230 North President Avenue in Lancaster. It's a good thing we do this for free for these folks, because if they paid for this, my goodness, refund city.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that has trouble reading.
My goodness.
Saturday, we got a cruise-in car show, Saturday, May 22nd, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Next Gen Senior Center is having their cruise-in car show. It's a non-formal car show, meaning there are no trophies. Everyone is a winner. Everybody gets a ribbon. There's no registration fee. It is donation only, and the proceeds from the donations go towards Next Gen Senior Center programs to help keep seniors healthy and happy. They'll have door prizes as well. It's a pull-in, relax sort of event to show off the beauty of the cars, trucks, and motorcycles. The event is at Next Gen's Community Center, which is located at 184 Lime Street in Quarryville. You can find them on Facebook, Next Gen Community Center. Just put that in the search bar. And you can check out their events on Facebook for more information. Or go to LancasterConnects.com and you can see our show notes for a more direct link to them. Their phone number is 717-786-4770 for more information.
Connected to that event, not only do you have the car show, but you have a farmers market and craft show also as part of that. Again, admission is free. They'll have various vendors and crafts, as well as food vendors. We'll have a list of all the food trucks that'll be there a little later in the show. But again, that's at the Next Gen Community Center on Lime Street in Quarryville. You can find them on Facebook, Next Gen Community Center, or on LancasterConnects.com.
Another car show, Cruise In for a Cure, is a car show by Misfits on a Mission Relay for Life team. That is also Saturday, May 22nd. So if you're a car person, maybe you could do both. Hit the Quarryville one and shoot up to Terry Hill Community Park, Relay for Life benefit and car show, supporting the Relay for Life team, Misfits on a Mission. They've got food trucks, vendors, raffles. Again, we'll tell you what the food trucks will be in our food truck rundown. All the proceeds from the day's event benefit the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life team, Misfits on a Mission. Admission is free. The event is from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. The car show is 10 to 2. They've got DJ Timbo playing between 10 and 2. And again, the proceeds from the day event or benefit the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life team called Misfits on a Mission. You can find them on Facebook at Misfits on a Mission, or you can head to LancasterConnects.com, look in the show notes, and we'll send you, or you'll see a link in there for them. Terry Hill Community Memorial Park is located at 210 Lancaster Avenue in Terry Hill.
You always get the long ones like that.
Yeah. I don't know if I made it longer myself. I probably did.
I think you did.
But
it's funny. I'm kind of here, like starting to giggle. I was going to make a sign. He always gets the long ones in point. But at any rate, speaking of longevity, the Carnarvon. I always miss this word up. See,
that's up in your neck of the woods.
That's up my neck of the woods.
Carnarvon.
Yeah, Carnarvon.
Carnarvon.
Carnarvon. There we go.
Carnarvon.
They're celebrating their 100-year anniversary in open house. Saturday, May 22nd from 6 to 10 and 6 to 7:30 is the open house fire truck tour and demos. 6 to 9, there'll be food vendors with light refreshments. 7:30, the entertainment kicks off with John Breslett, and at 9 o'clock, firework finale. Bring the whole family on lawn chairs. Jump on Facebook. You can follow them at Carnarvon Fire Company, and that is located at 2154 Main Street, Narvon, PA, 17555 if you need to plug it into your GPS. Because Narvon's one of those towns that kind of shows up as other towns sometimes.
Yeah.
So that zip code is helpful.
Hopefully we didn't offend the populace of Carnarvon.
Carnarvon, yes.
Narvon.
Yeah, we may have just started something. Possibly. We apologize. Congratulations on 100 years. That's great. And, the fact that it's a volunteer fire company, that's cool too. I mean, volunteer fire companies, have really struggled the last year for fundraising. So now that we can get out, you can do these events, go support them, please. And if you want to know where Carnarvon Fire Company is and all the other places with all the other information, we have that for you. All of the info that we've just shared, links are always available on our website, LancasterConnects.com. Well, we can also email them to you each week. You would get that email. You would get all the up-to-date information by entering our giveaway at LancasterConnects.com. You'll enter for the $25 gift card too. This show is available as a podcast. Find it at LancasterConnects.com. And of course, don't forget to like and share this video, leave a comment, and tell a friend about the show.
Guests, Ann, Chris. What
well,
events?
First of all, you have started something because it's Carnarvon.
Carnarvon.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Carnarvon.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Thank you.
sure.
Awesome.
They're coming for you.
Yeah. I'm kind of from that neck of the woods, so I was like, no, Carnarvon. But
It's like when somebody from outside of Lancaster says Lancaster instead of Lancaster.
Yeah, that's what you were doing to me. I was like, okay. But I wanted to plug Music Friday, and thank you for acknowledging the pivot of music on trucks, because I know the people who had to work through that, and they work very hard at making sure those events still take place while keeping people safe during this whole pandemic. But, we're all craving live music right now, and just things with people, right? So I hope the community does come out and support Music Friday, and then maybe go get a drink at Decades. I think that would be a really great thing. What do you think, Chris? Live music, then Decades, right?
Yeah, the flatbed truck has been known. I think we're on their route, so they come by almost every time, and we just maybe we could open up a parking spot for them. They can hang out for a while.
Oh, that'd be cool.
There's another pivot, right? Just make it happen.
Yeah, we got some pickup and delivery spots. You could pull up there for a few minutes and play a couple songs.
Or get your cocktail to go. Are you guys still doing that?
Yeah, we'll throw them up on the truck. We're not going to do that. But we're not doing cocktails to go, yes. We've got the cocktails in pouches, which is fun. Mm-hmm. It's like an adult Capri Sun.
Right. I was about to say that. When I first saw them, I was like, it's like Capri Sun, but for adults.
Way more fun.
It's funny. I'm gonna put some ladies I know. I'm not gonna name names, but COVID. You say drinks to go, right? Like that wasn't really a thing 15 months ago. We were all responsible adults.
It wasn't
for the
legal.
Most part. Yeah, but I said I'm going to put some ladies that I know. So I coached youth football for a number of years, and there was a group of moms and fans that had day drinking and mom drinking down to a science, and they were a hoot. I'll just say that, and they knew how to last an entire day's football events from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and get through. And it was definitely some adult beverages in disguise. It was pretty funny. So,
Capri
It
Suns.
made that
thought
work.
yeah, so they were like, yeah, they were doing it before it was legal. So at any rate.
I immediately thought of Trick or Treat with your kids and just towing the bar cart behind you.
There you go. There you go.
I like it. Well, I have another tie-in with this conversation. It won't sound like it immediately, but here we go. You talked about Lancaster history. You know that they run James Buchanan's house, and I had to go there for a field trip when I was younger, but I recently got a tour of James Buchanan's house as I've become an adult, and you get to see his own bottle of Madeira still sitting there in one of his rooms. So I don't know if you guys have been to James Buchanan's house as an adult, but it's fun, and the perspective is completely different than when you're required to go for a field trip. So I just want to shout out to the community. If you haven't been there in several years, go to James Buchanan's house and get your tour and ask the tour guides how much Madeira he used to drink, because it's impressive.
Wow.
I'm guessing it would be described as copious amounts.
I think so. Yeah. If memory serves me right, he had his own personal stash.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Anne, from your perspective, how important are local events for the community and for tourism?
It's part of what makes Lancaster special. I think when I speak with reporters who are outside of the area, they kind of picture Lancaster City specifically as a place where Amish buggies are clip-clopping down the street. And not to say that doesn't happen every once in a while, and that's really fun. But I think we've got an atmosphere that is unexpected, and it's vibrant, and there's shopping and dining and live music and events happening regularly. Of course, now with COVID, things are a little slower, but we're ramping back up, and that just makes it all the more fun. And so I think it's what makes Lancaster City special, is that this community can come together and really throw a good party.
Yeah. And Chris, for you, dovetailing decades, into Lancaster as a newer business, you've been open now. How long is it?
So we opened in March of 2019. We had a full year. Our first year was fantastic. And then literally we celebrated our 1-year birthday as a business. And a week later, we were closed for a month from April to May. So, the last year has been interesting and challenging, but I think, we're standing on firm ground and excited about kind of things being less restrictive, and it just brings more challenges. Every week is something new to figure out. So it's definitely an interesting time to do business, and we have a business where it's high touch, it's bowling, it's retro arcades, and bar and restaurant. So navigating that in a safe way and making sure people feel comfortable is always kind of at the front of our minds, but it's also challenging. So it's been interesting, but since January, we've seen a lot of encouraging signs.
Good.
And Chris, I can't remember if I have my timing correct, but didn't you have some very special guests at Decades, maybe a little bit before the shutdown, possibly known as Green Day, showed up there?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dan Aykroyd. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dan Aykroyd was in town for a Crystal Head vodka bottle signing back in the fall of 2019. Is that right? Yep. And so he was in the area, and we sold a ton of Crystal Head vodka. So he kind of popped in and met the staff, and we knew he was coming, which was kind of cool. But the wedding that we had that day did not. So that was kind of a fun thing that just Dan Aykroyd showed up at their wedding. So they have some pictures and a signed bottle from to remember that for a long time. But yeah, Green Day did show up fairly unannounced. We had like a catered event, but it just said birthday party. And we kind of were confused because security showed up, and we're like, but it's a birthday party. You don't need security for that. And they're like, well, we have to check everything out for Billy Joe. And we're like, what? And they're like, well, Green Day, the whole band's going to be here this evening for the whole night. So we just want to make sure we know where all the exits are. And we're like, oh, okay. So it was an interesting experience, but they bowled and had a good time. And then I think they did karaoke at the Belvedere after that. So they were kind of checking out the block and seeing what was going on that night. But yeah, we've been lucky. And then I think 2 weeks later was kind of the first kind of mandated shutdown. So kind of a bummer to have so much momentum leading off of that first year. But as I said, we're kind of getting back to it now.
Yeah, well, maybe Chris, as we open back up, you might say, hey, at any time, somebody really cool might pop in. I'm sure you got some pictures on your Facebook or Instagram.
Absolutely.
Of Green Day. Yeah.
Maybe we'll just reach out to them and say like, hey, we know when your birthday is. You want to come and celebrate late?
Nice. Yeah, really nice. Remember, this show is also available as a podcast. You can find the links at LancasterConnects.com. Please like and share this video. Leave a comment. Tell a friend about this show. We would greatly appreciate that. There on the screen, you can see the various podcast icons. So it might remind you, oh, yeah, I listened to that one. Search up Lancaster Connects in that one. We'll get you square.